What's going on, guys? Hazmat here, and we're about to have a match underway. We do have two teams playing against each other today, Bamboo Esports versus Injustice, and we can look at the composition now and see that they are pretty much mirrored, except Injustice is going to be running two supports as well as two tanks, and it looks like Bamboo Esports is going to be running more of a quad DPS with the skirmishing tank here with the Roadhog, so it is going to be pretty interesting to see how much damage they're going to be able to output here. And now we see the teams coming out of the spawn. Current Pride going to be taking a pretty default sniper approach to this point. Canadian A going to be dropping damage on STA as she does retreat back to her team. Blue team doing a pretty default setup on this point, but it is a little bit early because there is 10 seconds left. Techno going to miss that flashbang on the tank as Zarya is going to be placing out that shield. I'm not really sure why Current Pride is actually placed up this far on the point, and Vellum is going to clean her up there, and Vellum does get another kill, so that is 2 kills to his name right now. Canadian A going to be dropped down by STA, and it looks like 4 people are going to be cleaned up off this point. Wow, Vellum doing lots of work there on that initial push, able to prevent this blue team from pushing, and Unhappy having a little duel with him, able to pick him up there. And now we do see a Riptire is available for this Junkrat, so if he can place this just right, he can allow this blue team to push up. He is going to have to find his target, though. Incapacity does have a revive, so if he can focus down this Mercy, blue team will have an advantage here. And it looks like he does find his target, so blue team is now pushing up on the point, but Vellum is going to be coming up from spawn and doing lots of work on that last push. He is going to be able to pick up Unhappy, so Vellum is a pretty big threat for this blue team. And High Noon coming out beautifully with the Graviton Surge by Fat Tony, and STA is going to get the Pulse Bomb off, getting a double kill of her own, and Winston pushing up on her. She picks up 3 kills there. Fat Tony now trying to hold back the point as 50% of it is capped now. Tracer still waiting for her team to come up off the spawn. We do see Canadian A having a Pulse Bomb available as well. And we do see Incapacity with a revive up. So red team is getting pretty ultimate stacked here. And it looks like blue team is going to recap this point, and a beat being dropped down by both teams as they try to push onto this point. STA is going to have to take down Incapacity to prevent that revive. Looks like Roadhog is coming in behind her, though, does get the grab and does pick up the kill. STA going to be dropping down a Pulse Bomb as she dies on Fat Tony and does pick it up. And it looks like there is a 4v3 situation, sorry, on this point. Does pick up that kill there. We do see Techno getting that flashbang, and Vellum is still a threat here in the back. Was playing really good earlier, but Unhappy is going to clean him up with the trap. And it looks like Junkrat does have his ultimate now, and we're able to push back that last fight. So blue team does have an advantage here, as red team is going to have to regroup on the point. It looks like he is going to go for a flank here, and he is killing this Mercy and does pick up that kill. Now going to get chased by the Winston. Fat Tony triggering that trap, but Unhappy is going to get away, almost picking up a double. Gonna almost force them to wait even longer, but now it looks like Canadian A did overextend there, going to get picked up by the Roadhog. So red team making a little mistakes there. And now they're going to have to wait for both of those players to get back up. But they do have 3 ultimates left now on this red team, and 3 as well on the blue. But Fat Tony does have a better engagement with the Graviton Surge, so if she could place this in pretty well. And Unhappy, wow, still doing lots of damage in that backline, almost picking up another double. And Unhappy is going to be retreating back as red team is now pushing up on this point. And we do see a Graviton Surge coming up by Fat Tony, picking up a kill on Techno and Current Pride as he did try to use a Tactical Visor. Unhappy with the Riptire, picking up a double kill on both of those supports. Big plays by this guy right now. Canadian A picking up that kill, though, on Unhappy. Quaker going to be killing Vellum. We do have a 2v2 situation now as blue team is trying to hold this point, but Dragon is going to be picking up the double there. Current Pride coming in with the Tactical Visor, able to hold that point for his team, kicking up the kill on that Tracer, and Dragon almost going to go down there, but we do see Incapacity still does have her ultimate up, as well as the Lucio. Techno does still have a High Noon, and we do see a beat drop coming down in from this blue team, and the High Noon coming out, only able to pick up 1 kill there, almost getting the Fan of the Hammer on Vellum. Unhappy picking up a kill on Dragon, and Vellum gonna be using his High Noon to pick up Techno, so McCree is gonna go down there, and it looks like Unhappy still holding this point. Good job by this guy, just able to be doing lots of damage all game, just picking up kills left and right. Gonna be using that C4, picking up a kill on the Mercy. STA cleaning up a killer waffle. Fat Tony still left on the point, so they do have tank advantage here, but Unhappy is able to get away with these C4s. Does have Riptire, is going to go down to Dragon. It is now left into overtime. Blue team still holding this point as red team is trying to relinquish it from them. Vellum getting a flashbang there, but is going to be unable to get that fan of the hammer. But we do see 3 players up for this red team trying to contest it as their team can regroup on the point. Vellum trying to get a flank here, missing fan of hammers that would have been pretty crucial there, but Quaker is going to be cleaning him up and does get up the kill, or I mean pick up the kill there on the Lucio, and a tactical visor coming out by Current Pride as he holds it down, doing damage now to Fat Tony, and Canadian A does pick up the kill on Canadian A. Looks like Blue team is going to end up winning this game though. Wow. Just really good plays there by that unhappy guy, and the blue team overall just able to overcome that point. And it looks like now they're going to be going into round 2. And it looks like red team is actually going to be switching out the Tracer for a Bastion. So I'm actually pretty intrigued to see what they're going to be able to do. They are still running 2 tanks on this point, and blue team still doing heavy amounts of damage with that Skirmisher Roadhog as well with the 4 DPS. But it does look like Fat Tony is going to be switching to a Reinhardt, as well as Dragon switching out for a Tracer. But overall, good plays by that blue team and the last matchup there. Unhappy just able to do just crap tons of damage. And it does look like Unhappy is going to be falling back as Sebastian was trying to put pressure on him. And now it looks like red team is making their way to the point, but going to be taking the high ground here as blue team is going to be closer towards the point. And Dragon still trying to get some damage out on these tanks. Roadhog going to be using a heal there, trying to negate Dragon's damage, and does get the pull there on that Tracer, so that is going to be putting them up in a 5-6 advantage. Blue team still holding it down pretty well. Roadhog getting another grab and picking up the kill on the McCree. So that's 2 big grabs now by this blue team, and they are going to be able to cap the point off of that. Incapacity taking damage, but still trying to get healed. And we do see Unhappy setting up very nicely. Both these teams being crossfired. Unhappy doing lots of damage and going to be picking up the kills. Wow, just good plays overall. Dragon Doe going to be following it up with that pulse bomb on 2 of their players. And Dragon is going to go down to Techno here. And blue team is now holding this point. They do almost have already 50% capped. And red team is going to have to regroup off of that. And that crossfire set up earlier by the Junkrat and Tracer was just huge for their team. Able to do lots of damage to the 3 players that were pushed up there. And it does look like Junkrat is going to be posting up here on top of the point and lobbing in grenades in the back. Still doing lots of damage. This guy is just working the red team right now. I haven't really seen him do any kind of counterplay to this Junkrat, but we do see 4 ultimates up on the blue team, but SDA is going to go down. And red team does have their revives up and a high noon, so they can possibly retake this point if they play their cards right. And we do hear a high noon coming out by Vellum, and Vellum is going to be picking up a kill on Quaker, and Lucio is going to be dropping an ultimate as Canadian A enters tank mode, picking up a double kill, trying to get a kill here on Lucio, but Lucio is going to be falling back, and Unhappy picking up 2 kills there on Incapacity and Fat Tony. This guy is just working this team, doing lots of damage there, but Unhappy is going to have to fall back because he is now at 15 HP, but it looks like Tracer did find where he is at and is going to be cleaning him up. Vellum getting a kill on SCA as well. Blue team trying to re-push onto this point. Current Pride picking up a double kill. Dragon using that pulse bomb. Going to be taking down their tank. Looks like red team now coming back up off of spawn. Blue team is going to get that retake now. And it looks like Bamboo Esports is very close to winning this match now, as red team is trying to regroup behind the Reinhardt off of spawn. They do have the ultimate advantage though. Incapacity and a Killer Waffle going to have their revive and sound barrier up. But Fat Tony able to land ult earlier by Zarya, so I have faith he's going to be able to land a pretty good ult here, and it looks like 3 of them lining up for him right here for the Earth Shatter. Gonna pick up a double kill now on the McCree and that Lucio. Dragon picking up a kill on Quaker. Fat Tony doing lots of damage now, cleaning up this team. What an Earth Shatter, able to pick up majority of the high damage targets on this blue team. And now looks like Current Pride is going to be retreating away, trying to find a way out, but is going to be getting cleaned up by Canadian A. What a retake there by Team Injustice. The Earthshatter coming out by Fat Tony, just able to clean up lots of valuable players. And Unhappy, unfortunately, falling prey as he did fall off the bridge. But it looks like the red team did not have to use any of their support ults. But Dragon does have his pulse bomb up, so they are going to have ulti advantage, as blue team is going to have to regroup now and stack for this next retake. Red team now having their point capped up to 60%. And we do hear a high noon coming up by Techno, but it is going to get denied. Incapacity, I think, is going to be sitting up here waiting for a revive. Techno coming up now behind Fat Tony, doing some fan of the hammers, trying to get a kill there on the Lucio. Is going to go down. Unhappy does pick up a kill there on Killer Waffle, and we do hear the revive coming out. Canadian using Death Blossom, picking up Unhappy, Techno, and Quicker. Dragon picking up a kill on STA, and it looks like Red Team is going to be able to successfully hold this point from Bamboo Esports. And I don't think Bamboo Esports expected the point to play out like that at all. But Canadian A was able to come in with a beautiful Death Blossom and stop any kind of forward momentum from Bamboo Esports. It looks like Blue Team is going to have enough time for a final push here, and we do see STA switching off to it. Winston leaping into the fight now. Ultimates coming out by Techno, using the high noon, able to pick up a kill on Vellum. Canadian A picking up the kill on Techno, though. Unhappy able to do lots of damage now to the Reinhardt, and it looks like Blue Team is cleaning up this point for a beautiful win here, and they are going to walk away with the round 2 win. Give it up for Bamboo Esports, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm gonna have to give the MVP here to Unhappy. He was doing work all game, and that beautiful crossfire setup earlier, but it looks like the play of the game is gonna go to the previous round by Fat Tony. And it does look like it is gonna be when she uses the Graviton search here. Oh wow, just picking up all 4 of those players. And that's going to be the end of this cast, guys. So thank you guys for joining the match, and I will catch you guys in the next matchup.